What's up, guys? Welcome to Total War Warhammer, where today we are going to be starting our Norsca campaign. Before we get started, I would like to say that my recording software is acting up a little bit, so I'm having to use a different recording mode and some different settings than I usually use. So if anything's wrong or anything's off or not normal, please do let me know in the comments. I think this should be okay. Also, there's a storm coming. I don't know if you can hear the thunder, but maybe it'll add some nice drama to our campaign. Let's go ahead and get started. Unfortunately, I didn't have time. Something super important came up last week, so I wasn't able to test the mods. I didn't have time to test the mods to make sure they work with the campaign. I'm assuming most of them would, but, you know, you guys are going to be testing it with me, so apologies if there's anything messed up. I will, of course, try to fix it as we go along. So we have the two new factions. We have Norsca and Wintertooth. We will check both of these guys out. I'm thinking about doing the Wintertooth, though, just for the beasties. In the few of my little like custom battles I did, King Throgg, I had more fun playing him than I did playing with Wulfric, but we'll kind of see how it goes. They have almost the exact same unit roster from what I could tell, at least listed in the multiplayer section. So yeah, Norsca. The Norscans are a race of tough and warlike men, shaped both by the harsh condition of the north and by choosing to make their home dangerously close to the Chaos Wastes. They worship the forces of the gods, personifying them as hound, crow, serpent, and eagle, and raise dark shrines and make bloody offerings to their ruinous powers. So they have allegiance to the gods, provide significant bonus to Norscan armies through pledging allegiance to a specific god. Monster hunts, Norscan lords can track, battle, and acquire the service of the most fearsome monsters in the old world. An aggressive infantry-based roster with a variety of cav and monstrous units. We also have Wintertooth over here, which is where I'm leaning towards right now. King Throgg is no ordinary troll. Deep inside his massive and chaos-warped body, a cunning and malevolent intellect lurks, brooding on how best to bring about the downfall of man. His subjects, a fearsome army of warped monsters and gibbering lunatics, itch to do his will, to despoil and subjugate the southern lands in the name of the dark gods. Allegiance to the gods, so they have that. They also have monster hunts and a monstrous heavy unit roster with a variety of lighter armored infantry and cav units. Now, my favorite unit from Norsca was the Berserker. I'm pretty sure Wintertooth gets the Berserker as well, but I am excited to play these guys. We're going to go ahead and go with Wintertooth. I am going to be turning the difficulty up one higher than I was last time. If I can change the difficulty mid-campaign, if it's a little bit too easy, I will be sure to turn it up. But I think this is going to be a good start for me, just because it's going to be a new faction, and I need some practice. Hopefully you guys will enjoy watching me practice. Hopefully I won't let you down. Well, let's get some background on the Wintertooth. Deep in Troll country, something is stirring. The pitiless and chaos-ravaged lands north of Kislev are home to nomadic tribes of half-starved men who scratch a desperate living from the barren soil, and plagued by roving bands hunting for chaos-warped beasts. But this place truly belongs to the trolls. Near Kislev, river and stone trolls roam freely, but farther north, chaos has warped the inhabitants. Trolls are large, vicious, and dumb at the best of times, and thanks to the influence of chaos, many have taken on grotesque mutations, becoming bigger, more brutal, and even more mindless. Yet, there are exceptions. Whilst Throgg, king of the trolls, enjoys rending and devouring his enemies as much as any of his brethren do, he is surprisingly smart. He was given the name Wintertooth by the warriors of the Old World, thanks to his unfailing ability to dispatch any champion they sent to fight him. But whether due to a quirk of nature or to the touch of chaos, Throgg is not just a fearsome brute, but a creature of cunning and guile. After countless years facing constant needling from the lands of men, he sees what must be done. Vowing to take the fight south, Throgg brings chaos and destruction to those who dared to goad him in the name of all troll kind. So we are going to be playing as Throgg, excuse me. Now I feel like playing some WoW. Oh no. Oh no, not WoW. Actually, I feel like playing Final Fantasy 14. So we have Throgg. We're going to be playing as him. A powerful melee fighter, has the siege attacker attribute, so we can break through doors and stuff with him without any actual siege engines, which is good because I don't think we get siege engines. Powerful battle ability called Copious Vomit. I wouldn't call it powerful based on what I've seen, but hey, can construct unique building in troll country. All units in Throgg's army are immune to all attrition. That's pretty good. Minus 15% for all Norscan Troll and Norscan Ice Troll units. So we are definitely going to be going hard on the Trolls. Let's go ahead and turn up the difficulty to hard. And we start up here in this little town. Hopefully it works out okay. Yeah. I guess we can get a little bit more background. Hopefully you guys don't mind that I'm reading a little bit into this. I am interested in the Warhammer lore, and I don't know too much about it, but I will take a sip of water first. Ice water is like, unless I'm just dying, I have to have ice in my water. And I'm very particular about the water. I don't know what it is. Anyways, King Throgg is a most unusual troll. His race is famed for their fierce ways and brutish strength and for a corresponding lack of intelligence. But whilst Throgg may be a vicious brute, he is no idiot. In the bone-strewn wastes of troll country, at the heart of his icy labyrinth, he sits and thinks, brooding alone on his rocky throne, the filth-encrusted crown ringing one of his yellowed tusks, a once priceless heirloom ringing on one of his yellow tusks, a once priceless heirloom taken from a great warrior whose noble quest led him only to Throgg's gullet. Once Throgg was happy with a life of hunting and killing. He led his monstrous kin in successful raids, ambushes, and night attacks, using the harsh climate of the north as an ally. To a troll like Throgg, a brutal ice-sharp blizzard is no more troubling than a light summer rain. Throgg became known to the warriors of the old world as Wintertooth, a fearsome and mindless adversary. Yet the mutations Throgg and his kin welcome can affect the mind too. One moonless night, as Throgg picked the flesh of his latest victim from his tusks, he stopped to consider the broken bodies of his prey. He began to think. As Throgg muttered to himself through the following days, his eyes burning with cold fire, a grim and malevolent cunning grew within him. If man and the other races of the so-called civilized land of the south were so keen to fight him and his bestial subjects, then fight them he would. He would gather a nightmarish horde of chaos-infested creatures and overrun the lands of man in the name of the dark gods. I think maybe we should do just that, guys. Let's go ahead and play. Ooh, we get even a cinematic. Do we get the old man? It's the medieval clone.
Those in the north are closest to the gods.
Sorry about the thunder, guys.
Their lands lie within the ebbing shadow of chaos. For in the land of monsters and ice, where no crops grow, they have to be. Thus, I have come to guide their raw talent. Why waste such savagery on each other, while the southern lands are ripe for ravaging?
Like perfectly timed thunder, you guys.
The old world calls, ripe for our taking. We fought monsters, and we became them.
I guess it's just a generic Norsca intro, not necessarily about Throgg, or I guess it's more Wulfric specifically. It's a little disappointing, but you know, it is what it is. I probably should have turned the advisor off. Okay, well. This is actually important. It's hard to know what's important because these load screens are a mod. And I don't think I'll be able to read that in time. So maybe you guys can pause it and read it.
Hail, Throgg, king of trolls.
Hello.
You venture far from your natural lair. These lands are rich with meat and war. Feast upon them, grow in strength and number to bring ruin beyond. To the east,
we're next
the
to the
icy
dwarves.
mountains harbor the dwarfs of Krakadrak. They mine great treasures for themselves. But all of this can be yours for the taking, or for the gods.
We're actually pretty
To the
far over.
south, Kislev. These men of the bear dare to rule your kingdom. Let them feel the power of the monstrous horde. destroy Erengrad and reclaim your rightful throne in Troll country. Beyond Kislev lies the Empire. Its bickering states of power are ripe with treasures. Take from these soft, sullen lands and establish new ports on their shores from which you can raid further. Across the Sea of Claws, a would-be challenger lies in wait aboard his precious ship. Devour him and do as you wish with his marauding warriors. Throgg, you are the Wintertooth, cunning and all-powerful. Let the realms of man suffer in horror and pain as your monstrous horde lays waste to all.
Okay. I guess let's check out this over here. This is a minor settlement. Okay, we're talking.
Norsca embrace you into its cold and wintry grip, my lord. Yet it cannot sustain your appetite for war.
Ooh, that's super loud, you guys. I'm sorry.
You will need to voyage.
Yeah, okay. The harsh and desolate wastes of Norsca embraced you in its cold and wintry grip, my lord. Yet it cannot sustain your appetite for war indefinitely. You will need to voyage from this land to raid and pillage. Your gods will gaze favorably upon you for this. Raise in their name and align yourself with one to be granted their twisted and ruinous gifts. Attain level 1 allegiance with any god. Hopefully that clears up a little bit. This is like my recording time. How they play. Norsca, the northern marauders thirst for battle, raiding and pillaging the lands across the Sea of Claws under their patron god's ever-watchful gaze. Form an allegiance and devote yourself to one of the gods. Be their champion and raise the world in their ruinous name. The gods offer great rewards and bonuses once a significant amount of allegiance has been pledged by erecting great monoliths and raid settlements. Norscan settlements generate only a small income. Wow. You guys. Norscan settlements generate only a small income, so their main source comes from raiding and sacking their rivals' lands. To sustain a larger force, you will need to adopt their barbaric nature too. The monstrous arcanum allows you to embark on wild hunts to track and defeat the most ferocious of beasts. Defeating them grants powerful items and some of the captured beasts to command in battle. Confederate the Norscan tribes by defeating their leaders in battle. This will greatly improve your diplomatic standing with them. Marauder outposts can be established at conquered coastal settlements outside Norsca, enabling basic recruitment options and locations from which to replenish your armies. Securing major capital cities allows fully developed Norscan settlements to be built and unlocks unique technologies that can be researched. Seems interesting. Just for my own personal sake, we do have tier 4, and this is a basic one, which means we should also get the garrison over here, so that's pretty good. We can at least get that. Let's take a moment to just check out their building tree over here. So we do have the Norscan wharf. It's gonna be like every other wharf. Then we have the sparring fields for our basic dudes. Where are the berserkers? There they are, right there. These are the guys I like. They're like not armored at all. They have no shields. I like them as a front line though, especially with their frenzy buff once they get that going. So they have a raiders camp, followed by a chieftain's hall, which allows marauder champions and great weapon champions. We have a shielding for beastmasters that give us horsemen. Corral give us more horsemen and chariots. I'm not interested in this at all, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. We get the javelins over here as well. So yeah, I'm pretty much going to be doing the marauder tree right here. I'm going to mostly ignore the stables. Warhound kennels, definitely going to get these guys. I love these guys for flanking maneuvers. So we're going to be going for those. We also have Norscan ice wolves. We have skin wolf werekin, which he's like a hero werewolf type person. Skin wolves or werewolf type units. And then we have armored skin wolves. Ice troll lair would be important as well. We could just save up a little bit. This wants us to upgrade, which I kind of do so we can get some berserkers coming in. But I also kind of want to save. It'll be 4 turns until we level up, so it'll be a little while. I guess we go ahead and upgrade. Let's go ahead and upgrade. And let's check out our army real fast. So we have Throgg, a couple of marauders. We have some ice wolves, some warhounds. They're actually the same speed. That's good. So they can keep up with each other. And we have 1 unit of trolls, or ice trolls, and then 1 unit of normal trolls. These guys are better in every way than the Norscan trolls. Okay, just checking. They also do frostbite, which slows units down that they hit. They also have armor piercing. These guys are also armor piercing. They have much higher attack, though, and charge bonus. So, yeah. Our mission right now is nothing, basically. I would probably go take out the dwarves first, and then maybe head back to the west. So I guess we can move over that way. Our order's not doing too well. This building will be done in 2 turns, and then I could recruit a couple more. I could recruit a couple of berserkers. So let's go ahead and just move over here. Let's actually put him right there. Can I still recruit? We do have regiments of renown for these guys as well, which is pretty cool. They added that in free. If you guys don't have it and you want to get it, it's basically regiments of renown for the DLC factions, the paid DLC factions, as well as Bretonia. But I had to get it through like their website. It wasn't on the Steam store. On the main page of the game, like the title screen, there's like a DLC section. You click it and it pops open some links and stuff. So yeah, check that out if you guys don't have that. I want to get a couple of, not spearmen, but a couple of javelins. We will get some javelins coming in. We will also check out our tech tree. War tools, recruitment cost for Marauder infantry units, leadership for Marauder units, Monster Hunter, unlocks level 1 monster hunts, unit experience for Norscan Warhounds, and Ice Wolf unit recruits. I like both of these. Armor, weapon strength for infantry units, that would be good. Ammunition, I mean, this and this would be great. I'm tempted to get war tools and then start on the monster hunter later. Okay. Yeah. Oh, we have an enemy army moving towards us. I don't really know what you want from me. I don't think we can attack them. Are we close enough to attack them? You're so lucky. You're so lucky, guy. I'm going to actually move a little closer to town just to make sure we can get them. Our town has a very small garrison. It should be able to hold that. Let's go ahead and...
The monstrous arcanum houses a collection of the mightiest beasts and monsters that...
Yeah. Let's go ahead and turn. We'll do this fight, and then we'll be able to recruit a couple of berserkers on the next turn. He actually left. Maybe we should go this way first. I do want to recruit a couple of berserkers if I can. Right here, Marauder berserkers. We'll go for... Let's go for 2 of them for right now. That's going to take him a turn, and then we will we'll move out. See, like, I want to go for the dwarves, but this guy just stepped in, and it's like, I don't really know how to take that. This tech research really fast. I guess we just walk over this way. The dwarves haven't stepped in yet. That's kind of where I'm sitting right now. We're going to go for the coastal city first. We'll force march over there. Hopefully he's not over here and swinging around the back. Hopefully I don't just get instantly wrecked in like the first turn. The first few turns, rather. Let's go ahead and just walk over here. That way we're not tired. Walk over in the trees. No one is over here. Do they have a garrison? They do have a little garrison. Next turn we'll take out the altar of spawns. I am curious where he went. This will also give us a chance to either, I guess, take the city or raise the city in the name of one of our gods. So we have, let's check out the gods real fast. You must conquer regions, raising them to the ground and erecting monoliths, great monoliths, to the gods to garner their favor. The gods are jealous, however, so erecting a monolith in the likeness of one will undoubtedly anger the others. While gaining the favor of multiple gods is possible, ultimately you must show your full support to only one to join Archaon's coming invasion. Remember, however, the others will not take kindly to favoritism, and invoking their anger is not without risk. So we have the serpent over here. I hear a really weird noise, guys. I'll be right back. I'm still alive. Let's check out the serpent a little bit more. So champion of the serpents. Let's go. Serpent level 1 is upkeep for all units, all forces. It is reduced upkeep. Lord recruit rank +5, all forces, or all provinces rather. And champion, a specialist chaos sorcerer, Kihar the Tormentor, will be recruited to fight for your faction. That's pretty cool. So this is upkeep and recruitment of lords. We also have the Hound, which is going to be weapon strength for melee all forces, plus 100 unit XP per turn and weapon strength. And then a unique and extremely powerful Hell Cannon battery unit, the Ice Forged Legion, will become available from the Regiments of Renown pool. That's actually pretty cool. Then we have the Crow's Gaze, casualty replenishment rate. That's huge, plus 20% all forces. Wound time, pretty good. And a devastating plague will be unleashed across the world, your faction being immune. That's also pretty cool. That seems like one of those things you probably want to time. Eagle's Gaze, research rate. Winds of Magic starting amount plus 20 all forces, and then a Mighty Lord of Change, Azric the Maze Keeper, will be unlocked to fight for your faction, available from your Lord recruitment pool. Honestly, I like the Serpent and the Hound so far. I might go for the Serpent until we get more stabilized, and then maybe flip-flop around. I'm not really sure how it works. Maybe I should just go Hound. Let's go for Hound. Despite the altered spawns, I am gonna do less quick or less auto resolving. I know this says it's pretty much in my favor, but I want to test out the units. I want to see what they're capable of. We need at least a little bit of fighting in this first episode. So let's go ahead and fight Valgar Ovinson. It looks like he's just got some basic. That actually looks like champions. And then a couple spear guys, a couple of basic marauders. And I don't know what that other thing was. But we have Throgg here. We have our berserkers. Let's go ahead and move everything back. These pups will be back here. We will do something along the lines of, excuse me, of this. We'll stretch out. We will put our javelins in the back. They have really short range. You can see they only shoot up to about here. So they have very short range, but they are anti-large, which is great, and decent melee combatants, so they can help take out Cav quite easily. We will put the trolls on the flanks. I'll put you guys on guard, and then we will put the berserkers along the flanks as well. And then we'll put Throgg right in the middle, and the pups we'll put uphill. They will kind of just charge around. I will go ahead and hard group these guys. That's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. Let's go ahead, get the battle started. Yeah, we're pretty much going to rush in. So they have the Axe Infantry. Those look kind of like the Marauder guys. I mean, they look pretty cool. I mean, I would leave. I would super leave. They have the Throwing Axe guys, I believe. Yeah, armor-piercing missiles, decent melee combatant. These guys throw their axes. They look pretty fancy. I don't know how they're going to throw their axes that well with helmets like that where you can barely see out of. But that's okay, buddy. You do you. They got some spears on the flanks. They don't have anything super magical. Let's go ahead and get our dogs coming in over on this side. Our trolls are going to get a super nice charge bonus. We will, of course, change our javelin guys. Give them some better targets. They're anti-large. They're not going to do super well against these targets, but they're better than nothing. We might try to move them around on the flanks. And then see what we can get going with them. We'll get the dogs to come around like so. We'll let you guys peel in. We'll let you guys actually come over here. Actually, come over here and then over. This isn't working for me. Throgg, buddy. We can see Throgg over here just basically doing work. I'm just going to do the little vomit stuff on him real quick. There we go. Nice big bloody battle. We can see our pups coming in over the hill. I don't remember what the... Let's get a nice charge in the... Yes. Let's grab these guys and bring them around over here. So we got a rear charge in these guys over here. I forgot what the zoom in button was. I know they're spears, so I don't want to keep them in prolonged combat with them, so we're going to pull them out over this way. Get them into these guys over here. Let's check how our forces are doing on the sides. They're doing pretty well. Our javelins, if you guys want to go ahead and play with them a little bit. These close quarters infantry are not going to be doing super well. And let's go ahead and ungroup you. That's victory. Kind of want to wrap up these guys. You get a nice little sandwich going on. Throgg in the back. Pups at the front. There we go. Let's do it. Throgg is terrifying. He is absolutely terrifying. I like it. He's kind of cute. I don't know what that is. That like glowing light thing over there. Oh well. Let's go ahead and into the battle. We had a little bit of combat in the first episode. It wasn't anything super taxing, but we did get to see Throgg wreck some people. We got to see some puppies wreck some people. We got to listen to a little bit of thunder, and even my voice crack right there. So it seems like a win-win-win video for, I guess, maybe everyone but myself. Although, I did get a town. Yeah, I did. We did. We did it together. Your moral support going through time and space helped me secure this victory. And I would like to thank everyone for that support.
This settlement is yours to do with as you
Let's see. So we can establish a camp to recruit and build from, or devote it to one of the gods by raising it to ash and ruin. So we can raise for the hound. This will give us +6 hound's favor, but -2 with everyone else. We need... I guess we'll get it. Do I want the hound? The crow would be cool. Getting all that recruitment, or replenishment rather. So the eagle, man, this is a hard decision, guys. This is a hard decision. I also want to check out this Chaos Sorcerer Kihar, the Tormentor. Plus the Lord recruitment rank will make it a little bit easier when we start new armies. We'll be able to kind of specialize them a little bit better. The upkeep would be fantastic, but the weapon strength for melee would just be huge, and the experience gain per turn would also be huge. So we can occupy the town, which will give us another source of income. We can sack the town, or we can raise the town for the purposes of a god. Again, like, I want to start doing that, but I think we need the economy a little bit more. It says we get low income. That thunder is just really bad, you guys. It says we get low income per town, but I mean, until I see it for myself, like, I have to see it for myself, basically. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade this guy right here. This is going to give us a little bit more income, nothing super fancy. We are a huge deficit on public order over here. We have carved obsidian, that could be pretty good. Let's check out our building browser. Do we have, so we do have economy buildings. Over here at the altar spawns, we could get a loot pile, which is growth and research rate. We could get a fur stash, which is income generated and income from raiding generated, which goes up to buff income from sacking, so that's pretty good. So the plunder hall is our growth. We have this guy, which is our public order, so it's like our beer, basically. It's an altar. Also gives us chaos corruption, and lets us recruit shaman sorcerers. That was one mod that didn't make it. It apparently broke with the new patch and doesn't work. Is the agent limiter mod, so we might have to deal with quite a bit more. We also have income generated resource chests, or resource production, 32 obsidian chests. I wonder how that'll work. I like the -5% construction costs for all buildings faction-wide. That's pretty cool. I wonder how that'll work, because I don't know if we'll be able to trade. Victi Temple. Okay. Just looking at things right now. Norscan Giant. That's going to be a War Mammoth War Shrine, which I super enjoy. So, Aceling's Conclave, we will go ahead and capture as well. And then we will probably, like, raise the dwarf towns in the name of a god, something like that. Let's go ahead and level these guys up so we get our own special stuff. It looks like we have the normal blue tree, which blue tree. We have the yellow tree, which buffs him. We also have a R-size buff. That's pretty good. Melee attack for Norse controls and ice trolls. Melee defense for trolls. Leadership for Femir units, which are kind of like Cyclopean lizard people. Melee defense for Frostworm. Charge bonus for Frostworm. Fight or die. I really want the leadership, so we're probably going to go with leadership if we can. I don't know where. Let's look at this stuff. So at level 9 we get a quest for the Wintertooth Crown. We get Eye of the Gods, which is weapon strength. Aura of Chaos, missile resistance. We have casualty replenishment rate for all trolls and Femir. And King of the Trolls, minus upkeep for trolls and Femir. I don't see anything that actually buffs leadership other than this guy right here. So it could be a little interesting having the trolls. But I do want to get trolls. So we're probably going to buff this line right here. It might be a better idea to go blue first, though, Get the recruitment cost, replenishment rate up. Growth in local province, that could be okay. Masters of the Fin. Lightning Strike, Unnatural Healing. Now, wow. So we get, that's plus 5% rate, and then we get another one over here, so plus 15 total. I like that they kind of split that up. Unit experience gain per turn, 150. That's pretty cool. And there's minus upkeep, and there is recruitment costs. So let's go blue line. He only got 1 skill point, so I'm guessing the skill point thing is broken right now. I might have to look into that. I kind of wish it wasn't broken, but it is what it is. We have some decent-ish income. We probably can't swing a much larger army than we currently have. We could probably get, I don't know, another Berserker or something like that. We should probably get another Berserker or something like that. Maybe Marauder Spearmen for the flanks. And then have the Javelins in the rear. Those guys in like the midline. We'll get a couple of Spearmen, I think. They're kind of cheap. We'll get 2 of those. Just that way we have our bases covered. Our army's super small. We don't have a lot of choices right now. So we'll go for something like that. I think that's going to go ahead and wrap up this first episode. You know what? Let's take Aceling's Conclave this first episode. Let's go ahead and intern. Next turn we'll march over to Aceling's Conclave. And then pretty much be good to go. I guess we could also check out Diplomacy. See if we can confederate anyone. Which would be pretty good. Can I confederate you right now, sir? Norsca, do you guys want... Nope. Naglfar links? They want to... We're at war with everyone. That's... I'm sorry. I don't think that's going to work out too well for you. I guess because we haven't beaten his leader, we can't do anything. They don't have a huge garrison. We'll go ahead and force march over this way, though. I'm assuming he's going to be in his town. He has a fairly good-sized army. With a garrison. So we are going to need to beef up quite a little bit. Let's go ahead and intern. Oh, you stepped forward. Well, guys, they have a freaking dragon. Come on. Okay. We'll see how this goes. I could have retreated. Recruited a little bit more. They have a weak front line, in all honesty. I think our Berserkers will be able to tear through their front. We also have these pups to kind of get in their back and cause a little bit of terror. They both, or no, I'm sorry, the Ice Wolves cause fear. So that will be pretty helpful. These guys cause fear. You have fire weakness. You do not. You have regeneration. You do. Okay. What is that? Physical resistance. Okay. So we're pretty much going to do the same setup we did last time as far as the formation goes. We're going to do the front line with these guys, with the exception of us now having spears. We will put our javelins in the back. Super not what I wanted. Front line. Javelins in the back. There we go. And we have Throgg up here. I'm not going to do any like charges or anything. You know what? Let's pull these guys back a little bit. You know what? We will charge. We have the trolls. We should be able to charge in, get some nice bonuses off. So we'll get those guys going, you guys going, and we'll actually pull you guys back like so. And I guess I will hard group everything, despite saying I didn't want to do that. And we'll put the wow. Berserkers. There we go. We'll put these guys over here into the middle. They get a decent charge bonus, but I don't really want them out front. I want the other guys to take the hits. And then we have the pups, which we'll put up here. Hard group everyone. Go from there. Yeah, I kind of want to let them just come to us, in all honesty. Maybe see if we can get some harassment going with the puppies. See, those are javelins. If we could get into those, they're anti-large. I don't know if these count as large. They're not super big. But we'll try to get some magic going on. I'm going to try to focus the javelins onto the frostworm. But we're not going to be able to get a lot of damage off before it lands. It's going to just plop down right in the middle. We will get you up here. It's 15 seconds until we can use his skill. I do want to get around these javelins and try to get a couple of rear charges off if we can, just to disrupt their lines. I'm assuming they've seen these. We will use the vomit spell on the frostworm whenever he's in range. If you could just pretty much stay here. Okay, the javelin's turn. We're going to go ahead and get into the javelins. The javelins are now running for their life. I would too. I don't really like what you guys are doing.
The dark gods command me.
Keep going, boys. Keep going. Get into them. There we go. We're still out of range. Hey man, I'll piecemeal this if I have to. Like, they are shattered and not coming back. Great. I don't really understand what they're doing, but I guess now's a good time to go in, boys. Their formation's weak. It's not set up. I guess they're trying to set up now. I want to get you going onto Lamont Dull. I'm going to give you a charge order. We're going to go ahead and start getting in the back of some of these guys if we can. I do want to get the vomit off on this one right here. On this one right here. Let's get the vomit off. There we go. Vomit. 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 Can you not vomit on a flyer? Okay. Can you vomit on them now? You can. Okay, great. Javelins. Let's get the javelins. They're already focused on the dragon. That's great. These guys are currently getting wrapped up. Our spears I want to keep over on the sides. We'll put the spears over here. You guys need to go over this way. Dragon is getting kind of messed up, which makes me feel better. 33 seconds on that. Let's go ahead and pull the dogs out. The trolls kind of have this side. Let's actually get these spears into the backs over here. Javelins are currently doing work on that dragon right now. That dragon just melted. That is huge. Alright, let's bring these guys up. Let's get Throgg onto their leader over here. Let's pull our spears up. We'll get our dogs around and into their javelins if we can. We'll get our javelins into their javelins. This unit got cleaned up. Let's go ahead and come over here, charge in. Trolls are just hanging out over here. Get into these guys if you please. Get a couple rear charges in, just try to wrap this side up as best we can, as quickly as we can. You guys are not in range currently, which is awkward. We have Norse controls currently retreating, which is to be expected. Throgg should be doing some great justice work right now. Let's go ahead and get a vomit off on this guy right here. See how much damage that actually gets off on him if it hits him. It rolled him pretty far away. Spears, if you guys want to charge in, that would make me feel a lot better. Let's pull these guys out. Get in the javelins. These spears are routing. Their javelins are currently pulling back. Let's pull ours back a little bit. Let's get Throgg back over here to their leader. We have these berserkers that are trying to tie up these javelins. It's not working super well. Or, I'm sorry, these spears. Oh, they're marauders with great weapons. Okay. Well, once we get these javelins wrapped up, which they're currently routing. Let's see, let's get these ice trolls over. I mean, if you guys really want to fight, that's fine. Fire into the spears, please. Those guys are shattered. We'll go get these guys next. Throgg, if you could vomit on Lamont Dull again, that would be great. Our marauders are currently retreating right now. Those guys are going to get taken care of quite nicely. These guys came back. These guys came back. Let's get them in here. Pull our javelins back some. Let's actually just flank charge with these trolls on the side of these spears. These trolls over here on the left side are doing a good job, but I kind of want to get them over here. Let's get the dogs back over here. Those guys shattered. Everyone's shattered. Alright. We held the line. We super held that line. Is there anyone I want to try to go for? How much health do you have left, buddy? You got a lot of health. I want to try to like mop some of these units up before before we basically close out the game. I pretty much want to murder as many people as I can. If I can kill some units, that would be great. These dogs are just ruining everything. I mean, like, in a good way for us. Get these guys taken care of. Enemy lord is wounded, so we got him taken care of. Alright. Why would you guys go attack him when they're all the way over here? These dogs are great for cleaning up these messes. Yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap that one up. Pyrrhic victory. I'll agree to that. It was a good fight. We lost about half our units. They lost about all their units. We could try to confederate them because we just beat their lord. That means they'll like us a little bit better based on what I read. So, yeah, I mean, we could just go for it. See how that goes. Let's go ahead and replenish. Let's enslave the captives, I think. Or sacrifice. We'll sacrifice the captives, get a little extra money coming in. He's going to retreat back to his town, which is unfortunate. We have Regiment of Renown unlocked. Icehorn Marauders. We will, of course, recruit those guys. Let's check those guys out real fast. Let's also level up our Lord. Route Marcher. Let's go ahead and go for the Norse Resilience. Get that casualty replenishment rate boosted up a little bit. And then let's do the Regiment of Renown. Get this guy in right here. Them versus a normal unit. Let's pin them. They have, let's see, these guys have, oh no, I'm sorry, those are the Berserkers. So they have immune to psychology as well as immune to vigor. And then just generally speaking, they have better stats. 7,800 HP. I don't know how much we'll have. Yeah, but they have better leadership, better attack, better defense. So we'll get those guys coming in. We will also not recruit because we currently can't recruit, but we can in camp, and now we can recruit. Let's get a couple of... those javelins did really good work. We lost a unit of Berserkers. So let's go ahead and make up for it by getting 2 units of Berserkers. Alright. So, that's gonna... I mean, I know I said we were going to take the town, but I think we're going to go ahead and wait until the next episode. We got another battle off, though. It was a pretty good fight. In the next episode, we're going to go ahead and take Aesling's Conclave and then focus our attention on the dwarves to the east. So that's going to wrap this one up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of the series. If you guys are interested, by the way, in No Man's Sky, there's going to be a No Man's Sky series starting up soon, coming up shortly after this one. So yeah, that's going to do it for me. As always, thanks for watching, and have a good one.